All right, so today we're diving deep into Mike's Waffen facts,
Oh, yeah, this should be good.
specifically episode 477. And this one comes straight from you guys, the listeners.
So strap in.
It's a wild one.
Definitely.
When you think military hardware and diving techniques,
Right.
you don't usually think
You don't think like
party time?
yeah, like a raucous good time.
But
that's what we got here.
that's Mike's Waffen facts for you.
Exact.
It's like they're recording after a few too many.
More than a few, I'd say.
You got background noise, random burps.
Tangents about everything.
Yeah, YouTube feuds, cologne choices, you name it.
It's a mess.
But it's a beautiful mess.
You kind of can't look away.
So episode 477 starts in Mike's Shatten bunker, as he calls it.
Oh, the Shatten bunker.
Now,
That name alone should tell you something.
we'll talk about who Shatten is later.
Right, right.
But already, you get the vibe.
They're not in a professional studio.
Nope.
It feels like you're crammed in there with the
Total.
empty beer bottles everywhere, probably.
Oh, for sure.
It's like eavesdropping on a very strange conversation.
Yeah, between two friends obsessed with, well,
Weapons, mainly,
weapons.
and whatever else pops into their heads.
So they start with a shout out to Shatten.
Always.
Seems like he's their guy for, well, everything.
Intel, supplies,
Who knows what else?
shady dealings, probably.
Then we get an update on Mike's feud with the Drachenlord.
Ah, yes, that's a recurring theme.
Another YouTube personality, apparently.
Seems like they're always at each other's throats.
So the Drachenlord left a snarky comment, and Mike,
What did he do?
threatened to shove a computer down his throat.
Classic Mike.
Sets the tone for the whole episode.
Aggressive, confrontational,
No decorum whatsoever.
none.
And then they jump into their first topic,
Kimmy?
the range of a modern Galoschkanone.
A what?
Now, it's not some kind of soup cannon.
Okay, good.
It's the German term for a field kitchen.
Ah, I see.
But Mike, of course,
He's got to embellish.
launches into this whole thing about how they can shoot food, like 500 meters.
Shoot food.
Yeah, he claims some army buddy told him.
Sure, sure.
Who knows if he's serious?
Probably not.
And then Rickard jumps in.
Oh, I bet he did.
He suggests the Galoschkanone's actually part of a government weather manipulation program.
Of course.
Gotta love Rickard.
Always got to have a conspiracy theory.
Right, no matter how outlandish.
Doesn't matter.
And that's what makes Mike's Waffen facts so interesting.
It's like a tug of war between Mike's exaggerations and Rickard's craziness.
Exactly.
Never a dull moment.
And then, well,
What?
Mike lets one loose.
Oh, no.
Provides his own commentary on the weather, shall we say.
I did warn you. It gets wild.
But they somehow move on.
Amazing.
Next topic. The Solar Soldatenstaffel.
What now?
The SSS for short.
All right, I'm intrigued.
This is where it gets good.
Lay on me.
According to Mike, it's this top secret military unit training for space missions.
Space missions.
Yeah, he says they got these new particle cannons.
Yeah.
Super advanced tech.
Okay,
And naturally, Rickard has a different theory.
go on.
He's convinced the particle cannons are alien tech, part of a plan to invade Mars in 2035.
Classic Rickard.
But the funny thing is, Mike actually seems to believe this SSS thing is real.
Really?
Yeah, he even throws out all these technical details about the cannons.
Probably made up.
Most likely.
But it's that mix of fact and fiction
Right.
that makes Mike's Waffen facts so hard to pin down.
It's not quite satire, but definitely not reliable info.
It's like performance art, almost.
Yeah, a commentary on our obsession with weapons.
And how we consume information these days.
And then comes a topic that needs some careful handling.
Oh, boy.
Archbomben-Techniken.
All right, that sounds...
It's not as bad as it sounds.
Okay, good.
It actually refers to new diving techniques.
Diving techniques.
Yeah.
Okay.
But of course, Mike and Rickard can't leave it at that.
What do they do?
Mike gets obsessed with the Rückwärtige Schraubenzieher. The reverse screwdriver.
All right, that name alone
I know, right?
makes you curious.
And then there's Rickard, claiming he's mastered a new diving technique. The somersault.
A somersault.
He tries to
Let
demonstrate.
that go.
Let's just say, spilled beer, yelling, maybe a concussion.
So business as usual,
Pretty much.
but even in the chaos, there's something deeper going on, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's easy to write them off as just a couple of drunks.
But I think there's more to it.
Definitely more than meets the eye. They've built this crazy world, you know? Like,
Right.
where's the line between what's real and what's not?
It's all blurred.
Exactly, and we're just along for the ride.
That's what makes Mike's Waffen facts so
I don't know.
addictive.
Yeah, it's not just the weapons or the crazy stories.
It's the whole
You
experience.
get sucked in
All escapism.
from, like, the real world.
Which can be pretty bleak sometimes.
And they do, in a way, teach you stuff.
Oh yeah, amidst all the chaos.
Like, we learn about the Gulash Kanon. Right, even if we can't trust Mike's version of it.
And the SSS, even if it's probably made up.
But you remember it.
Because it's hilarious.
Exactly. It's like sneaking in a lesson when you're not looking.
So going back to the Drachenlord thing.
Oh, yeah.
You said it reveals something about Mike and Rickard.
I think so. This constant need to fight.
It's kind of sad, actually.
It's like they're insecure deep down.
Trying to act tough.
Rejecting this image of confidence.
But needing the attention.
To validate themselves.
And their audience gives them that.
It's a weird dynamic.
Totally.
It's everywhere online these days.
Attention is currency.
People will do anything for it.
And Mike and Rickard, they figured that out.
They're loud, offensive, unpredictable.
You can't ignore them.
It's their survival tactic, in a way.
But it can't be healthy, right?
I don't know. It's like walking a tightrope.
The higher you go.
The harder you fall.
And you see that in episode 477.
How so?
Mike's rambling. Rickard trying to outdo him.
It feels forced.
Like they're trying too hard to be chaotic.
Maybe it's all an act.
Who knows?
That's the mystery.
Keeps us guessing.
Like with Shatton.
Oh yeah, the mystery man.
Never seen, never heard.
But he's always there.
Pulling the strings.
Is he a criminal? A government agent?
We have no idea.
And that's what's so great.
It's like he represents the unknown.
The stuff we can't explain.
And Mike's Waffenfax is kind of like that, too.
It's this crazy, confusing world.
Where anything can happen.
Reality is whatever they say it is.
And that's the appeal, I think.
It reminds you that even when things are messed up,
there's still room for, I don't know.
Wonder.
Yeah, wonder in the unexpected.
So I've got real weapons, conspiracy theories, drunken shenanigans.
It's a lot.
And then you throw in these characters like Shatton and the Drachenlord.
It's a whole world.
Episode 477 really captures it all.
The whole Mike's Waffenfax experience.
But we haven't talked about the humor.
Oh, yeah, it's a big part of it.
I mean, some of it's just straight up funny.
Definitely, though, maybe not for everyone.
It's crude, for sure.
Relies a lot on shock value.
But it works.
I mean, you think about Mike's, weather commentary.
Or Rickard's somersault attempt.
It's ridiculous.
But you're laughing.
There's something about their energy.
It's contagious.
Like you're right there with them, causing chaos.
And you never know what's coming next.
That's part of the fun.
It's like what's that phrase?
Train wreck.
Yeah, but you're laughing instead of being horrified.
That's their genius, I think.
You take all their flaws.
The unprofessionalism, the crudeness.
And they own it.
It becomes their brand.
In a world of, like, perfect online personalities.
It's almost refreshing.
To see something so raw.
Even if it involves burping and threatening people online.
So if we had to sum up this whole Mike's Waffenfax thing.
What would we say?
I think it shows the dark side of the internet.
The attention grabbing, the bullying, the fake news.
But it also shows that you don't have to take it all so seriously.
That sometimes you just gotta laugh.
At the absurdity of it all.
Exactly.
So next time you see those perfect Instagram feeds.
Remember Mike and Rickard?
Remember the Goulash Kanone, the Arschbomben Techniken?
The Drachenlord?
It's okay to embrace the chaos.
Don't be afraid to laugh at the weird stuff.
And if you ever want to dive into the madness yourself,
remember to keep your ammunition dry.